Hello everyone, welcome to English Now. Our today's topic is the adjective part 3. We are going to discuss part 3 of this chapter adjective. Part 1 and 2 have already been discussed earlier in the previous videos. This video is going to be useful for exam aspirants and learners of spoken English. Anybody who wants their English to be improved, they can watch this video as well. So before we start, I want to ask you a question. If I say it is a good movie, does it sound exciting? It is a good movie. Not really. So to make this word even better, what we can do? If I say now, it is a very good movie. Now, does it sound better? Alright. Now listen carefully. It is an absolutely amazing movie. If I say it this way, so there are 3 ways that I use to say the same sentence. Can you feel the difference now? Okay, let's now take another sentence. If I say she is happy, now it's normal. But when I say she's extremely happy, what now? The emotion becomes stronger. The emotion that was earlier in the sentence has now become stronger. And when I say what a wonderful performance, or how incredibly beautiful this place is, this is how I'm expressing the sentences. That is a part of emphasizing adjectives and exclamatory adjectives. We're going to discuss these adjectives in this video today. These adjectives don't just describe words, but also intensify. They express strong feelings. They add force, excitement, and emotion to our sentences. So when we write sentences, they add these things. For example, force, excitement. So today we're not just learning adjectives, but also learning how to make our words stronger, sharper, and more expressive. If we want our sentences, our words to become more expressive, we're going to use these types of adjectives. But before that, we're going to do a quick revision as in what is an adjective. Let's learn that. An adjective is a word that describes, qualifies, or gives more information about a noun or a pronoun. So if there is any noun and we want to describe that noun or give more information about a noun, we use a word called adjective. In simple words, an adjective adds meaning, color, size, number, quality, or feeling to a noun. For example, she has a beautiful dress. Now the word dress over here is noun, and the word beautiful qualifies or gives more information about this word dress. Hence, it will be adjective. Same thing goes with these examples. This is an important lesson. I have 3 pens. He is a kind teacher. In these sentences, the words beautiful, important, 3, and kind all are adjectives. Alright, with this quick revision, we're going to discuss point number 10 because up to point 9 we have discussed in the previous parts, part 1 and 2. What point 10 says? Let's talk. In the following sentences, the words own and very are used as emphasizing adjectives. So emphasizing adjectives we're going to discuss. These are used to put a kind of pressure on noun. For example, I saw it with my own eyes. He was beaten at his own game. Here the words eyes and game are nouns, and own has been used to pressurize something on the noun eyes or game. Hence, these are adjectives. What kind of adjectives? Emphasizing adjectives. Let's take some more examples. Mind your own business. He is his own master. That is the very thing we want. Here, the words are own and very. When all else left my cause, my very adversary took my part. These are emphasizing adjectives. Now point number 11 we are going to discuss, which says the word what is sometimes used as an exclamatory adjective. So exclamatory adjective is used and the example is what. So we have some phrases which we're going to discuss. What genius, what folly, what an idea, what a blessing. These are exclamatory adjectives. We use often to express our feelings and emotions into a phrase or sentences when we are writing or saying. Another example we've had is what a piece of work is man. Here again, The word what is exclamatory adjective. Now point number 12 we are going to discuss, which says, as already pointed out, this and that are the only adjectives which are inflected or changed in form to show number. This and that are used to show number. How they're used, we'll discuss this. Examples we've had is, this girl sings. Now in this phrase or sentence, the noun is girl and it's singular. So we have used adjective this, which is also singular. This girl sings. Now girl becomes girls in the second example. These girls sing. Girls over here is plural noun, and with this we have used these, which is plural adjective. Same thing goes with that boy plays, which is singular. Boy is singular over here, and that is also singular. Those boys play. Over here boys is plural, so we have used those with this, and those is also a plural word. So plural adjective this is. Let's talk more. These indicate something near to the speaker. If there's any object which is close to us and we want to indicate that, we'll use this or these with that. And that and those indicate more distant objects. So for example, if there's anything that's kept at a distant place and we want to indicate that, we'll use that or those with that. If that is singular, we'll use that, and if plural, we'll use those. Now let's talk about the formation of adjectives. How adjectives are formed. Point number 13 says, many adjectives are formed from nouns. So if there is any word which is noun, we use suffix to it. Suffixes end in the end of the noun and are made adjectives. How it's happened? Let's talk. Now the noun is boy. We have used suffix ish after this word boy, which is noun, and hence it has become boyish, which is an adjective. Same thing goes with fool. It becomes foolish after adding ish as suffix, and dirt becomes dirty. Storm becomes stormy after adding y as suffix in the end of the erstwhile noun, which is storm. Now we have some more words. Care becomes careful. Pardon becomes pardonable. We have to add suffix in the end of it. Always remember. Play becomes playful. Laugh, laughable. Hope, hopeful. Outrage becomes outrageous. Now the second point we're going to discuss is adjectives are formed from verbs as well. So if there is any word which is verb, we add some letters to it and make adjectives. Let's talk how it happens. We have a word tire, which is verb, and we add suffix less and it becomes tireless, which is an adjective. Same thing goes with cease, becomes ceaseless. Cease was verb and ceaseless is adjective. Talk here becomes talkative and move becomes movable by adding suffix in the end of the word. Now we have point number 3, which says adjectives are formed from other adjectives as well. So if there is any adjective, we add some letters and make them adjective again. Another adjective we make. How it happens? The word we have tragic, and we make it tragical by adding suffix to it. Black becomes blackish, whole, wholesome, white, whitish, 3, threefold, and sick becomes sickly. So this is how we learnt how we make adjectives using the different words, be it noun, verb, or adjective. How did you like the video now? You can share your viewpoints down in the comment box. What else do you want to watch? You can share that as well. We'll discuss later on in the coming videos. Till then, thank you for watching.